Hey, this is Casey, and when you're writing promotional copy for your book, your marketing copy has to answer one simple question for potential book buyers. And that question is this: what's in it for me? What am I going to gain from reading your book? What's in it for me? That's just a huge question that anybody who's going to check out your book and thinking about buying it in the back of their mind or in the front of their mind, that's the big question they're going to have. So in this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to write marketing copy that explains in detail to potential buyers of your book how they're going to benefit from reading your book. And to do that, we're going to go straight to my example board here. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to get right into it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to call this video "The Question Your Book Marketing Must Always Answer." Okay, and actually, what I'm going to do today is give you a little glimpse inside my upcoming program called Bestseller Book Marketing Copy, where I teach you step-by-step formulas of how to write back cover copy, Amazon description copy, and interactive first-person author bio. So some of the tips I'm going to give you today, or actually all the tips I'm going to give you today, are inside that program, so you can apply these to your back cover and Amazon description. So a quick tip on answering that big question for people who are checking out your book. When you start writing your marketing copy, you want to start writing it from the mindset that says that you don't want to focus on what your book is about. Instead, focus on what people will get out of your book, because again, that's what people are asking. What's in it for me? How am I going to benefit from reading your book? Yeah, they want to know what your book is about, but I'll tell you this: if you really get into detail about how people will benefit from reading your book, they'll know what your book is about. Okay, so we're going to get into that, because again, the question front and center when anybody's checking out your book, and it might not even be conscious, but in the back of the mind, when people are reading your back cover copy or Amazon description, they're going to be asking, what's in this for me? That's the big question that you have to answer. And a few tips for doing that before I give you some examples. You always want to communicate benefits. So when you're writing your marketing copy, you want to think in terms of benefit statements. How will people benefit? What will they gain? What are the lessons they're going to get from my book? You can do that with nonfiction books and novels. And I'm going to show you how to do that with novels here in just a couple minutes. And a great way to communicate benefits is through sharp, concise bullet points. This is almost a must with nonfiction books. You can do it with novels too. Another thing you want to do when you're communicating benefits to your audience, to the extent that you can, try to stir up some emotions. You want to tap into people's emotions when you're communicating benefits. You want to do that to the greatest extent that you can. So I'm going to give you some examples how to do this, but I'm going to pause for just 1 second and tell you how to get a free ebook from me. I love making these free videos for you, but you can get more information from me by going to caseydemchak.com/secrets. You can download my free ebook, 7 Must-Know Copywriting Secrets That Sell More Books. And I've got a link to the page where you can download that right below in the YouTube description for this video. Check that out. And there's a link there that'll take you to a page where you can download this free ebook. It's loaded with lots of copywriting tips that will help you write really engaging book marketing copy. So I encourage you to get your hands on that. So let's check out an example of benefit-driven copy. This is from a fictitious book. It's a variation of an actual book I worked on, but you won't find this book on Amazon. It's kind of based on another book I worked on. It's for a book we're going to call Master the Head Game. But check out a few things. I've got a few things here I really want you to focus on as we check out this copy. We start the body copy with, in Master the Head Game, Eric Dahl shares 12 quick and easy ways to shift instantly to a champion mindset. You'll learn to seize opportunities and take actions that get results today. Benefits of reading the book. This is the ideal book for poker players and non-players who want to rev up their lives and win. You'll discover how to master your mind's hidden ability to switch into a strong, confident mindset, respond quickly and effectively under pressure, flip a switch and be in total control of your emotion, dump limiting beliefs and attract abundance. Eric guides you through 12 simple mind fix exercises that will make exciting changes in your life, not in weeks or months, but right now. All of that is benefit-driven copy. All of that copy is telling you what you're going to get from the book. It's not giving a summary of what the book is about, okay? So I really want you to take note of that, because when you write from the point of view of, hey, I'm going to tell people what they're going to get out of the book. If you read this copy, You know what this book is about, but all the copy is written in a style, in a very conversational style that communicates what you're going to gain from reading the book. I also want you to note, I have highlighted, let's go back. Uses of the word you. You always hear that the most powerful word in marketing is free. Well, the second most powerful word in marketing is you. So you always want to write what I call you directed copy. Direct that copy. Just assume one person at a time is reading your marketing copy. So kind of write it as if you were speaking the copy to someone who's sitting across from you. So you want to use the word you quite a bit. It personalizes the copy. Use the word you and variations of it. That's why I highlighted them all in red. You'll learn. You'll discover how to master your mind. Flip a switch and be in total control of your emotions. Eric guides you through 12 simple exercises to make exciting changes in your life. So that's what we call you directed copy. You want to write the copy directly to somebody. If I hadn't highlighted all the uses of the word you in red, you wouldn't even notice them, but it's a very subtle technique you can use. Also, on our bullet points, they all start with an action word. They're all benefit driven, and I don't repeat the action words. And these bullet points are very sharp and to the point. Switch into a strong, confident mindset at any moment. Respond quickly and effectively. Flip a switch and be in total control. Dump limiting beliefs and attract abundance. These are all benefit statements. And they're done in a very action-oriented way. And you also see in here, another thing I want you to notice is all the open space. This format is very, what I call at a glance friendly. So this is great for your back cover or your Amazon description. And I'm going to give you another example. You might be thinking, but can you do this for a novel? And yes, you can. The thing you want to do with a novel, and this kind of is a good way to stir up emotions. This is for a book called The Butterflies by Kimberly Waldron. It's a psychological thriller. Now, if you've written a novel and let's say it's a psychological thriller, people who read psychological thrillers probably read a bunch of them because they want to feel something. They kind of want to get into the dark recesses of the mind and kind of go behind the curtain. So I use that kind of language. So before I get into anything about the plot, I'm aware, okay, you're reading psychological thrillers, you want to get stirred up a little bit, okay? So I wrote copy in that vein, dare to look behind your curtain. Within everyone's mind is a curtain, and you never really know someone until you've been behind it. So how well do you really know your friends, your family, your lover, or yourself? And her psychological thriller, The Butterflies, Kimberly Waldron, forces you to peel off the mask you present to the world and cope with the reality of your own imperfections. You'll be challenged to confront the darker thoughts that knife their way through your soul. Thoughts not even your closest friends would suspect you have. Then I start getting into the plot a little bit, but I start off by tapping into the emotions of the readers. And I tell them, this is what you're going to get out of the book. You're going to be kind of pulled behind the curtain. You're going to have to go deep into the recesses of your own mind. And that's probably kind of appealing to people who read psychological thrillers. So again, we're directing the copy directly to the reader. You can see that by all the uses of the word you that I've highlighted in red. And I'm starting off by telling people this is what you're going to get out of the book. You're going to be pulled behind the curtain. You're going to have to do a self-examination of yourself and your friends. You're going to have to look at how you present yourself to the world. Okay, so this is an example of how you can communicate to people what they're going to get out of the book when you've created a novel. Okay. I hope these tips have been helpful for you. Again, when you're writing marketing copy for your book, people are going to be asking, what's in it for me? What am I going to gain from reading this book? And if you write you directed copy and benefit driven copy, yeah, you'll go a long way to answering that question for your readers. So I hope this tip has been helpful for you. I've got a lot of other videos here on my YouTube page that you can check out. Go through them, soak up all the information in them, and then take a lot of action and make things happen.